This is fucking dope.
You're in a lot of places right now.
Shows are coming bizag, and we are on the move.
Welcome back to In Your City. This is In Your City. I'm stand-up comedian SyRok Foxx. So watching In Your City, we back with another episode. And I asked to speak to the manager.
If I can't present you with a package that you would want to tell your friends about, then why am I doing this?
Because it makes me feel like I'm slipping, like I left my house slipping. Like, what the fuck made you so confident that you could walk up?
Like, what gave you the confidence?
Why?
The biggest celebrity. And,
Woo!
Man, you got a way of blowing people
Look,
up, too. I got to
look.
say.
You. I see you.
I am available for videos. Yeah.
Everybody knows that I used to ghostwrite for a few individuals back in the day, and I no longer do it. There's a certain reason because of it. I felt a certain type of way when I heard another man say my joke. You know what I mean? I felt kind of tight in the chest, all right? I write a few projects from time to time. I write a couple films for other people too, and I write some commercial scripts as well. The issue with this is that when you're not the one delivering your art, sometimes you feel like it's diluted when it finally gets delivered to the camera. I have one of the most legendary, I'm gonna blow this shit up, I'm gonna say legendary, one of the most legendary writers, comedians as well. Alex Scott is in the building. I need to get a roar machine.
You need a roar machine?
Like one of those.
Is that a word? No, is that a word?
Man, thank you for stopping by, man. I
appreciate
it,
you, man.
This
I
is
appreciate
dope.
you having me, man. This is dope.
This raises
This is
the
dope.
level.
This is dope, you know?
Thank you. I don't know if you've seen
Leather
the
couch and
Quincy
stuff,
Scott.
it's nice.
Quincy Carr talked about my couch.
I heard him
He
call
said
it
it felt like
a
the back
Nissan
of a
Rogue.
Nissan. Yeah.
It can't be a Rogue because I fit in it. It's more like a 72 Lincoln.
So,
Like this. See this seat right here?
yeah.
You know, I never got a hotel room when I was in high school. My buddy had one of these. This is like a queen size bed back
Look,
here.
the reason why I got it because it's uncomfortable. Like
Yeah.
it looked nice, but it makes you sit like.
It make you sit up.
Yeah,
It's
it-
like the 72.
Yeah, you look
'Cause
crazy.
that's where you
if
put your
was-
hose in the back. They can't sit in the back and not want to get out. They got to get out and go to work. You don't
Well,
want them too comfortable in the back of the Cadillac.
I was born
You
in the
don't want
90s.
hose in the back of the Cadillac comfortable. Get
First
out
of all,
and
tell
get
the
the
people.
money.
Tell the people who you are, because people don't know, man. My audience, they dumb and young, and they don't do their homework. And I need you to school these niggas.
Alex Scott, comedian Alex Scott, started comedy back in Washington, D.C.
Shout out DC.
Shout out D.C. But I'm a Virginia guy.
So,
But I grew up in Culpeper, Virginia, so there was no comedy scene in Culpeper, Virginia, as we
I
know.
never heard of it. I'm not
Exactly.
familiar.
That's why there was no comedy scene there.
Normally I would have
It's-
pretended,
it's-
but I was really baffled.
It's definitely dead center between Richmond and D.C.
Okay.
Right beside King's Dominion.
Okay.
Right
yeah,
near
yeah,
King's
yeah.
Dominion.
All right.
So,
Now
but
we
I
know.
was military, getting ready to get kicked out, on the verge of getting kicked out of the military. I started thinking, what job can I get but I don't need to use these jokers as a reference?
Right.
And if they are my reference, can they say, I need them to say he acts a damn fool.
Yeah.
And that's how I got going. You know, I started as the first time I ever got on stage was at the DC Comedian of the Year contest, 1997.
Ooh.
Never been on stage before. I didn't even tell my friends that I was doing the show. I had to sell 10 tickets to get on the show. I bought all 10 tickets. I bought all 10 myself and
Damn.
just came to the show. Ended up coming in second place with guys that you've seen on TV.
First time on
First
stage?
time over on stage with guys like T-Rex, Mike Brooks, Antoine Blackman, Coco Brown was who's from the 7-5 Sarah
Yeah, I'm a
that's
fan.
in all of the. She was the previous winner, so she was the host that year, and I got to go on the road with her right after that, man.
That's
It was pretty
dope.
awesome, man.
Now, My peoples, I have people now.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
pretty
the-
happy. That's
you
the first
blowing
time I
up.
get
When
to
you
say
got
it.
people, you blowing up.
Yeah. My peoples have informed me that you used to write for Arsenio Hall show.
I did, and that was a blessing. And I got that through. I wrote for him through. I got that through Orlando Jones. I was on the road with Orlando Jones for like 5 years.
Yeah.
And Orlando called me one day. He's like, "You want to write for Arsenio?" I was like, "Man, get out of my damn face." He's like, I was like, "No." I said, "Hell yeah, I want to write for Arsenio." He's like, "I need you in LA tomorrow." I'm like, "What? Wait a minute, hold on. I'm in DC.
That's crazy.
I'm in Northern Virginia." He's like, "You need to be in LA tomorrow morning." I'm like, "What?" So I go up, catch a flight. I get out there, talk to the producer of the show. I didn't see Arsenio at first. So I ended up getting a position. I never had to leave home. I went back to DC, and every morning I get up, they would email me a list, and I had to turn in like 10 pages of stuff every day by 1 p.m. And that's a spirit breaker when you turn in 10 pages of shit every day, and they might use like one joke a week. It's a spirit breaker, you know. I stopped watching the show. I'm like,
They ain't saying my shit.
I know if he said my joke, if I got a check in the mail.
That's
how I
a tough
knew.
demand.
That's
That's a
how I
tough
knew
demand.
that he would use my joke. If I got a check in a couple of weeks, I thought, oh, he must have used a couple
How
of my
did you
jokes.
feel though when someone else would see? I get salty.
And he tore my.
I'm too
I heard
personal.
what you said earlier, and he tore my jokes up. But he tore them up. Tore him up. And that's how I almost got fired, but they fired him before he fired me. I was on the verge of getting fired because I kept calling like, what is he doing with these jokes? They like, sir, you're not on a high enough pay grade to be asking these type of questions. I got PTSD. I'm gonna keep answering these questions.
That's crazy.
Because y'all turn me in being crazy,
feel
I'm gonna get
some
an
type of way,
upgrade at
though.
my other job.
You definitely feel some type of way.
I felt some type of way.
Now, were you allowed to at least say,
I
like,
wasn't.
in public,
I wasn't.
that's the suckiest part about
I wasn't,
it.
you know.
You can't say,
that's why I
damn,
waited.
that's my shit.
After he got fired, that's when I started going around laying into his ass. I started going around. I said, but it was, I was upset because it seemed like his second go around, he wasn't Arsenio. The first time we seen Arsenio, was it the 80s, early 90s?
Yeah, 80s.
He was real Arsenio. Asking real questions, bringing on black celebrities. The second go around, you could see that they weren't playing that Farrakhan mess that got him off the first time.
They
weren't gonna play that.
round of Arsenio Hall shows.
So
I know I was too young to watch it back then, but I went back to the tapes.
Yeah.
I actually bought those tapes and I watched them and I studied his mannerisms, the guests, the format.
it was the best talk show ever.
It was fire. It was fire.
No other black celebrity has ever reached the status
I
of
never
a
watched the
Arsenio
second.
Hall show.
I
hope
watched one.
that you can get to that status.
I only watched one.
And the only way you can
go-around.
get to that status is keep it real like he did the first time.
Yeah, all the way through.
All the way through.
That's
the
the goal.
second time, the same fan base tuned in, but they were accepting jokes and making his monologue for more like a white pop teenager.
Right.
His monologue was not going along with the 35 to 50-year-old black bass that was watching him
I only
on
watched
TV.
one. I only watched one of the second. one.
Exactly, because it just didn't fit what you were looking for.
It didn't feel. I didn't say I hated it, but
It looked like they
just
were cramming.
felt-
It didn't fit. It didn't feel original or genuine.
So you got current project going on now? I mean, are
I
you still
am-
in the comedy game?
Oh yeah, I'm currently on my second season of Laugh Mobs Laugh Tracks on True TV. I'm currently on
I love that. When they do the story to match.
the story to match.
That is so hard.
Me and Quincy did the first season, and I came back and did the second season this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also on a new project that's on BET Plus streaming right now with Chris Spencer as the host, called All the Way Black.
Okay.
It's kind of one of those VH1 talking heads, what happened in the 80s type show.
Yeah.
You know, so
I
they
love
did,
that vibe.
Yeah,
They got a
yeah.
new one on Netflix. I forgot what it's called, but it's people telling you the story of like black history.
That's what it was. And now that I said that, I feel bad because I got the same outfit on.
Now
I done
you
told
know
y'all
how
to go.
social.
Now
You
it's gonna
know,
look like a
you
uniform.
know how social
Now I'm gonna
media
look like
do.
a uniform. They gonna
Social
be like, is that a
media-
uniform?
like-
Soon as I said that, I said, you know
Damn,
what?
he don't
I had
got
the
nothing
same-
else?
I had the same damn outfit on.
He don't got nothing
I
else.
wanted to get it back. I wanted them to edit that out. 'Cause I said, as soon as I said, they gonna say he got the same damn outfit.
I wore a
on.
jacket twice on this show.
Yeah.
People thought I was going broke.
Oh yeah,
People thought I was bankrupt.
yeah.
They like,
After
damn.
I said that, I caught myself. I said, God damn, they gonna go look at that now. They gonna say,
They
got the same
brutal.
damn outfit.
So, speaking of social media, you come from a day where word of mouth was king, and now social media is kind of taking over. Have you made the adjustment?
I'm starting to make the adjustment. I started comedy 24 years ago. Got on Comic View in 6 months after doing stand-up. I had BET came through DC, did a showcase. Next thing I know, I'm down in Atlanta when Ricky Smiley was hosting.
Yeah.
Hadn't been doing comedy 6 months. I didn't even have a whole 10 minutes.
Damn.
The showcase was 3 minutes. I killed the 3 minutes. They called me and said, do 10 minutes. I ain't had 10 minutes. So
Not to cut you off, I'm the opposite. One time Quincy called me for a show. I'm prepared to do 45. He said, no, brother. You got, you got 5 minutes. I said, damn, that's my name. That's my name.
now a professional comedian can take his whole 45 and push it into about 8. And throw nothing but big haymakers the whole time. No fat in the middle. Just set up punchline the whole 8.
That's dope.
The whole 8 minutes. And I think that's been one of my blessings in comedy, that I can take my whole hour and push it into 8 minutes. Like I've had people like Tony Woods and people come up to me and like Talent from New York and Capone from New York, and they would be like, man, I watch you, and they like, you're a professional at showcasing. I could teach a class on how to showcase and how to pick the proper joke for the proper show.
Yeah.
And that's why people use me to write.
That's dope.
They need, sometimes I'm not even really writing my material. They want me to take their material and condense it for them.
Now I have this disagreement with a lot of people in the industry. When I stand tall and proud in saying that comedy is art, I believe it to be one of the most beautiful arts.
It is.
That can be spoken from a man's tongue.
It is.
It sounds like you understand it, and tell me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like you understand that this is a beautiful game that can be played.
It is, and when I heard you talking about being a ghostwriter, I'm okay. I understand this game so much that I understand each person's job, and that if God blessed me to be the person behind that, I'm okay with that. You know, to make it the bigger production. It's like a basketball team need every position. The basketball team that win the championship need the point guard, need the shooting guard, need the center, need the power forward.
So do I need to grow up then and just write that pen?
Do I need to? You do, or either if you want to be on this side, hire the pen. If you want to grow up, either grow up and write the pen, or either hire the pen. Either way, the pen got to be there.
Words to think about.
Either way, the pen got to be there. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to see stuff that you're not going to see. Me and Quincy sitting back there now, probably looking, saying, oh,
this is a different day. This is a different day.
We can sit there and say,
Quincy not here. This is a different day. This is a different day.
Well,
This is a
cut
different
that.
day. That was like last week. That was like last week.
But you mentioned Quincy earlier. See, that's why I was thinking it was the same episode. You did. With the Nissan Rogue. With the Nissan Rogue. Yeah.
But I didn't say it was the same day.
You didn't say it wasn't.
TV Land.
You didn't say it wasn't.
That's good content.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, because you put him in the room. Huh? I didn't put him in the room.
So
I got to just follow the continuity. That's the thing with writing.
Now that COVID is all around, are you taking bookings right now, or are you waiting until this kind of dies down?
I ain't taking no bookings until unemployment stops. No, that's not. And if I am taking bookings, it's all cash. It's all.
The government don't watch
taking
this.
bookings, but I ain't
Government
taking
don't watch
bookings.
this. Department of
Somebody
Labor don't
called
watch
me
this show.
last week. It was like, I'm gonna put your flyer on Facebook. I was like, if you do, I'm gonna kill you. If you do, I'm gonna kill you.
They watching me.
They watching me. They watching me. You ever seen that scene in Bella? He said they flat out watching me. You all out hiding, man. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
So, all right. What? This might get personal.
No.
You know, I gotta bring it down. Son.
Yeah, let's do
I'm
it.
touching the mic. Damn it! I told you it's like my balls. Anyway, you've been in the game for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Do your personal life get smudged with business often? Does it kind of like, do the lines get blurred? Does it kind of mess up
My
your
personal life is my business.
Explain for me.
It's just all me.
Yeah.
Everything when I wake up in the morning, that's my business. Anything I post on Facebook, people see me in the street. If you a public figure, everything you do from now on is business.
Mm.
Everything. When you think it ain't business, it's business.
That's some shit. You dropping
You
that
dig.
jewel. I
You
might have
dig.
to pick that down. Let me pick
Even
that up.
when it ain't business, it's business.
Do you get tired of?
Some days you want to escape, you know, but then do you want to be back to?
I smoke weed.
I smoke weed. I escape, but do I want to go back to 9 to 5, clocking in every morning?
To me, that's
I
like
don't.
prison. I
It's
can't
prison.
stand
That's
it.
prison.
To me,
So-
it's like jail.
So a person like me and a person like you, we got to get up every day and be a self-starter. And if you're not a self-starter, you can't do this business.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. It gets tiring.
It gets tiring.
You do
I don't
get
have
kind of
nobody
beaten
to blame.
sometimes.
I don't have nobody to blame
But yourself when
but
you lose.
myself. If I fall and my family fall or this business fall, it's me. It's all on me and the decisions I made about the stuff I've posted. Sometimes I can be controversial online and people be like, "Oh," but what I do is very calculated.
But you
and
know,
very thought
you know
out.
what's funny? That weight that you just described that's on your shoulders.
Yeah.
I seek it. It's like a
I want it.
fucking thrill.
I want it. Like
I know you get tired sometimes, and sometimes you feel like, damn, I just want to stop. But I get so hungry for that. Like everything is on the line, on my shoulders. No matter what I do, this is all my fault.
it's like Michael Jordan. He wanted that last shot.
Mm.
Nobody else in this room want that heat that you got. Nobody else in here want that crown that you got everything that comes back to you. If the camera was messed up, that's not gonna come back to the cameraman. It's come back to you. If the audio messed up when it come online, it don't come back to the audio man. It come to you. Now everybody don't want that heat.
What's in your cup? What is that? He's
It's a
sipping
truth
that
serum,
wisdom.
truth serum, truth serum.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
Like I've interviewed a lot of people. But there's not too many folks who I've sat next to who I can align myself with so easily as far as, damn, he's been on the path I've been on.
Oh yeah.
He's walked it and won that motherfucker, so that means it's possible. That's why I'm
It's
so
possible.
amazed. You, Master Jose, Scrap Dooley, Quincy Carr, Skeeter G, you know, these comedians that come to my mind, Big Brown, all these people, they been through what I'm going through and are killing it. And that just shows me that all I got to do is keep going. So you an inspiration, man. You like the Statue of Liberty or some shit?
You know, I used to pride myself on. I said I want to do everything I can to build Virginia comedy, the brand of comedy in the state of Virginia. And I mean, we have some great people from this state.
Yeah.
I mean, Wanda Sykes, Donnell Rollins, Ashley Larry. He's from Alexandria. Patton Oswalt. I mean, what's the guy's name from the other show? I can't think of but he was from Lynchburg,
Oh, well,
Virginia.
don't give me the line with
I
names.
can't think of his name. but
George
he had-
Free Will. I don't. I just take some random
But
combination.
Virginia has some awesome comedians, and we have enough people in the positions of power that we can put other people on like Chicago does, like DC does. But because Virginia is so spread out, the people from Virginia that's near DC don't know that they family with the Virginia people in Norfolk. They don't know that they family with the people in Richmond. Because when we get out to LA, we all got to be one.
Right.
Because people from Chicago, they hate each other in Chicago, but when they get to LA, they powerful.
Right.
They powerful. DC is powerful.
It's funny that you said it. I went to a show in the Hard Rock Cafe. I wasn't a headliner. I was a feature.
Mm-hmm.
And another comedian from the VA came. And I was so excited. I was young, you know what I mean? And I'm just a giddy person in general. You know, I wear my feelings on my sleeve. However I'm feeling or whatever I'm thinking, you just know.
Yeah.
And when I saw him, I was like, oh, my God, this is another Virginia comedian. Oh, man, let's hang out. Let's be friends. And he did it. It was not reciprocated. It was not like.
He was trying to join a clique from another city.
It was like, yo, do I know you? I'm like, we on the same show.
We on the same show.
I'm after you.
Yeah. You going before me. That's the one that gets me. The people that's Hollywood that's opening for you, they too good to see you. That's always a good one, you know?
Man, it's dope that you got that mindset, man. And to meet you face to face, I ain't gonna lie, I did my poking.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't gonna. I did.
You got to.
I did
if
my
you doing
poking.
your job.
And when I was looking at your content and everything, I was just getting more and more inspired.
Yeah.
And just to have you on the show, it adds that much more validity and passion to what I'm trying to do here, and I greatly appreciate it.
I greatly appreciate it.
And how can people follow you, get in contact with you, support you?
Alex Scott on all of the medias. I'm F. My first name actually is Frederick, but
I thought you was like trying to use an explicit.
But that's what it usually turns into online. You know, it's kind of like the Fred G. Sanford type.
Yeah.
Thing, you know. But F. Alex Scott on Facebook, F. Alex Scott Instagram, F. Alex Scott TikTok.
Dope.
You know, and like I said, man, you can find me all over the place. I'm be in Vegas coming up this weekend. Got a couple of shows I've written, you know, that's floating around LA here in pilot season. You know how it is. You
Shout out to Vegas.
January.
Shout out to Vegas. They started tuning in about 3 months ago. I'm glad I gained them on the path.
I'm gonna have to turn you on to my homegirl. She got a show out there on the strip, man, and bring SyRok Foxx to Vegas to see your people.
I ain't gonna never be scared to get a leg up.
Never scared. But I appreciate you, man.
All right, thank you so much, Alex Scott. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you follow that stuff in the description. It'll point you directly to his page. If you're watching on my personal platform, FoxdaleStudios.com, which has been sponsored for another year. God bless. Thank you so much. You know, there'll be a whole bunch of descriptions on how to get in contact with them. If you got the chance, you might be able to get them on your show, man. I'm telling you, this is a blessing. Shout out to everyone who is now tuning in. Listen, I need y'all to understand what we are trying to do. There are plenty of times where someone heard me say, I believe I can move mountains with my jokes, with my laughter, with just my pure drive on what I'm trying to do. The person who sat next to me today, the person that's going to sit next to me tomorrow, the person who sat next to me the day before have moved these mountains that I'm trying to do. These are cold motherfuckers, man. That's what I'm trying to say. And they're on our show. That means I'm doing something right. All right? I'm taking the opportunity to say that this is something that you need to be a part of. Don't join the bus late. FoxdaleStudios.com. Look at the services that we provide. I am confident that we can help you and fill in the blanks that you're missing. I ain't wrote that down, niggas. That's just raw. I love this shit. FoxdaleStudios.com. This is In Your City. I'm stand-up comedian SyRok Foxx. Theme music, bitch. Out.